Good morning, second graders. It is Wednesday, October the 28th, and this is religion class today. So for religion today, I'm going to read you the story of baby Moses. We talked about Moses last week in class, and Moses is the gentleman that was given the 10 Commandments that we are to follow and to do to be like Christ and like Jesus and to get into heaven. But I wanted to go back and I wanted to read you the story of baby Moses. So we're going to read baby Moses. So if you are ready to listen, here we go about the story of baby Moses. I love this story. Alice liked to read a lot. It always made her glad to read a Bible story from a picture book she had. One day she sat down by a stream, and the story that she read was about a baby, Moses, and a tiny basket bed. So there she is, reading her story. Okay? That's Alice. So let's see how she goes next. As Alice sat there studying each picture and each word, she got this little message from her friend, the airmail bird. Reading is the magic key to take you where you want to be. The book that Alice held became a giant magic screen. She walked on through to Bible Land and came upon this scene. Well, there she is. The airmail bird brought her the message, and there's her magic screen. So off to Bible Land we go. She saw Israelites in Egypt. They were happy living there. As years went by, the families grew. They had good things to share. But all this changed one sad day. A new king took the throne. He was the meanest Pharaoh the Israelites had ever known. So she gets there, and then there's that new king, that Pharaoh. He was very mean. He saw the peaceful Israelites living on his land and feared they'd turn against him. So this is what he planned. He made them slaves and built for him. He worked them day and night. But still the Pharaoh was afraid of every Israelite. So he talked to them, and then he made them work as slaves. They had to work and work and work for free. He didn't like them. He was afraid that they were not going to like him. So he treated them mean. The wicked Pharaoh made a law to drown each newborn son of every Israelite family, and this dreadful deed was done. There you go. He was going to drown all the little boys. The oldest boy in each family, he was going to drown. One mother kept in hiding a sturdy baby boy. The family loved him dearly, and he filled their hearts with joy. So, there's Moses being the baby right there, and his mom and his sister. And they hid so that the Pharaoh did not know that there was a baby boy living there. For 3 long months she kept him hidden from the soldiers' view, but she feared the Pharaoh's soldiers would take her baby too. So the mother wove a basket, and she sealed it like a boat. Then she brought it to the river to check that it would float. So eventually she got really, really scared. The Israelites were outside her door. So she made a basket and went to see if it would float in the river. She put it by the riverside between tall grasses to hide. Then she rocked her baby boy to sleep and put him down inside. The river gently rocked it, up and down the basket went, and safe inside the basket the baby was content. That means the baby slept, didn't cry. There she is, the mommy, putting Moses into the basket. And then we have the basket floated in the water. The baby's sister hid nearby, behind tall grass to see what would happen to her brother, who was as dear as he could be. The daughter of the Pharaoh and her maid stopped by that day. They came down to the river to take a bath and play. So there's the sister watching to see what's going to happen to baby Moses. And then there's the Pharaoh's daughter. Okay, she's in the middle, the Pharaoh's daughter. And her maids that was going to help her take a bath in the water. The Pharaoh's daughter looked around, and by the river's side, she saw the little basket where the baby slept inside. Her maids brought her the basket with the baby Israelite. The Pharaoh's daughter touched him, and he held her finger tight. So, she found the basket, and then they brought the baby to her, and she grabbed out, and the baby reached her and took her hand. The Pharaoh's daughter pitied him when he began to cry. She held him, she rocked him, and she sang this lullaby. Hush, dear baby Israelite, hush, dear little one. I'll save you and take care of you as if you were my son. So she rocked the baby to sleep again. And then, the whole time, Moses' little sister, or big sister, was watching to see what was going to happen. Then the baby's sister came out of hiding too and said, I know a nursemaid who can be of help to you. A nursemaid is like a mommy that would help her take care of the baby, like a babysitter. The Pharaoh's daughter answered her, I'd like that very much. This baby boy should have a nurse who has a tender touch. So she talked to her, and then the Israelite the Pharaoh talked to her back, the daughter, and said, yes, get me the nursemaid. Get me this nursemaid. The baby's sister ran back home with news about her brother, and the nursemaid she returned with was the baby boy's own mother. So she went back and got her mom. And now her mom is going to be able to take care of him. The daughter of the Pharaoh gladly hired her and said, I found this baby in this tiny basket bed. So she was talking to the mommy, and there stood the little girl. I want you to take care of him, and when your work is done, I'll take him back and raise him. I'll treat him as my son. So the mother took the basket, and her heart was filled with joy. So she was glad to act as nursemaid to her precious baby boy. So the Pharaoh's daughter said, you take care of him now, and then when he gets a little older, I will raise him. So they walked back away. So she got Moses back. She tricked the Pharaoh and the Pharaoh's daughter to get her son back and to keep him alive. When the baby boy was old enough, his mother took him to the daughter of the Pharaoh, as she'd been told to do. This boy will be my own son now, exclaimed the Pharaoh's daughter, and I think I'll call him Moses, for I took him from the water. So, there they are. They're bringing him back. He's right here standing in this yellow gown. Okay? They brought him back, and now the Pharaoh's daughter's going to take him. And she named him Moses. Alice then left Bible Land, walked through her magic screen, and as she did, she thought about the baby she had seen. She knew that saving Moses was part of God's great plan, for Moses became a prophet and a very holy man. There she is. She came back through her screen, and she thought about the stories that she knew about Moses. And we know from the story we read that Moses becomes a very holy man and a prophet, somebody who speaks for God. Moses led God's chosen people. He taught them all God's ways. Moses brought the 10 Commandments. Alice followed every day. Okay? And that is the story of baby Moses. Okay, what I want you to do now, you have a picture of baby Moses in those reeds. Okay? And here's the Pharaoh's daughter. So I need you to color, make this a beautiful picture of baby Moses with the Pharaoh's daughter as he's floating in the basket from the story that we just read. Okay, I'll talk to you later.